The Law Society of Kenya now alleges that Justice Alnashir Visram committed a criminal offense by lying in an affidavit he swore in a civil suit in 1998. In their memo to the Legal Affairs Committee, LSK accuses Visram of claiming to have resigned in 1998 from a law firm accused of refusing to remit 14.1 million shillings to a client. A year later, in 1999, LSK alleges Justice Visram declared he was still an employee of the firm. LSK says this amounts to perjury, an unacceptable crime for a man expected to be Kenya's next Chief Justice. This came to light as the much-awaited debate on the names of the 4 nominees failed to take off. The 2 committees tasked to look into the nominations row instead asked for more time.
And we plead that the committee be granted opportunity to table its report in this Honorable House, Mr. Speaker, on Tuesday next week, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker Kenneth Marende granted the request. However, in a ruling on an earlier question by Kisumu Town West MP Olago Aluoch on whether the nominations row could be discussed in the House when the High Court had already ruled on it, the Speaker said Parliament will continue to deal with the matter.
The orders have no effect on the work of this House or its committees, and the same will proceed as I have previously directed.
But the Speaker also gave the first indication that the High Court ruling on the constitutionality of Kibaki's nominations must be taken into consideration by Parliament.
It must, however, be noted that it is a binding decision of the court, and unless valid by the court or by an appellate court, it may have a bearing on the outcome of the processes undertaken in this House.
Meanwhile, Justice Minister Mutula Kilonzo told the Finance Committee that it became difficult to resolve the conflict between the Prime Minister and the President because there was no dispute resolution mechanism in the Grand Coalition government.
Mr. Chairman, I'm afraid it's so divisive because you are starting from the top, coming down, and you are left with people who actually are supporters of the principles, appearing to be the ones solving a problem for the principles. Yet it ought to have been the other way around.
No, KTN Prime.